it and resets the timer. I'm not sure, Lobotomy. I've never had that happen before, so we're just restarting, it's fine. So we waste like 3 minutes, but we'll make it up. Don't worry about it. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I got a little overzealous. No more resetting. Let's just not screw up. See, this is what happens when you normally don't screw something up. Alright, anyways, this is Undertale. Again. Hopefully that won't happen again. Can't hear me at all. That's not good. Can chat hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't hear you at all. I don't know.
Maybe Discord was just being good. I'm doing good, Nerf Master.
Did you restart?
Yes. We got locked into Napstablook. So, we're wasting like 3 minutes, but it is what it is.
Did you want me to restart the timer or no?
No big deal. Technically,
sorry, man.
No. Character seizure again. Wall humping is a beautiful thing. What's sad is we were getting good RNG in the ruins too until I screwed that up. So anyways, Joe, I've got a couple minutes before I get back to where I was. How's everything going on your end?
Oh, it's going.
Good.
We had a couple technical issues this morning, but it seems to be working out, so I'm in a better mood.
Oh, that's good. With the exception of not being able to hear me for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
No rock skip, darn. Alright, let's not screw up Napstablook this time. Alright, we did it. We're past the ghost. Alright, so now we just continue on to the rest of the ruins. Hoping for no encounters. It's just basic normal movement. The quickest way possible. Is that right, Lobotomy? Alright, now I know. You know what needs to happen is an Oblivion mod that stops you from auto-entering lockpick doors. Okay. Come on. Today in relevant news. Alright, so we got pretty good RNG there, which is not bad. Now we get to go talk to Toriel a bunch. And we get to fight Toriel, which is the second major RNG of this run. Because during the Toriel fight, she has a bunch of different attacks she can give you. The fastest attacks she can give you are what are called hands. It's a hand that comes to the left side of the screen, and you get hit by that, and it ends the attack instantly. And you can do that a certain amount of times, and gives us the fastest possible tutorial fight. Now, RNG is awful, and we'll see if she happens to give us that. It's also important that in order to make it as fast as possible, we don't get hit by the other runs. Now, I'm going to warn you guys ahead of time, this is probably my worst part of the run, is the tutorial fight. I don't know why, I'm just awful at it. So we're going to see what happens here. I'm going to concentrate a little bit. Give me hands, tutorial, please. There's one hand. 2 hands. Damn it. So we got hit by one attack, so it's gonna be slightly slower. So we want one more hand, and then any attack will do. Alright. And now we mash to the end of the fight. So basically, it's just the idea that we want to make... she has a set amount of attacks that she will do before the fight ends, as long as you're sparing her. You have to basically just try to reduce the amount that each attack is, which is why we want that hands attack. And now we match through her all sappy text and whatnot. RNG grind.
That's kind of why I like it.
All right, fair enough.
And I like fighting.
Fair enough. All right, so we're about to leave the ruins. About, I don't know, double the time that we were supposed to. But hey, that's fine. But yeah, I'll be taking safety saves from now on just to make sure stupid things don't happen. Luckily, there's nothing really game-ending until we get to Waterfall. Because you guys may notice it's not a very broken speedrun at this point. I've done no glitches. I've done nothing, you know, terribly exciting yet. I can assure you that will change. However, we have to get through Snowden first. 7-Eleven ruins. Was it a 7-Eleven? Did you actually count? Alright, so now we're getting to the spooky part of the run, where everything's a little scary. You hear sticks cracking everywhere, and things passing by trees that are behind you. It's kind of spoopy. Uh-oh. Something happened to the stream. Okay, we lost Joe again.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Alright, so now we meet Sans the Skellington. I guess. Spavan, because I'm terrible. Alright, so we want to get the item that's here. It's called the Tough Glove. Simply because we're going to use it later for one fight, and we also want to get the stick that we're holding into our inventory, because the stick will allow us to skip all of the dog encounters that we see in this section, and it also makes the papyrus fight later faster. sometimes there's a chance you'll get a random phone call there. Luckily, we did not get it. And here's our first dogfight, Doggo, and we want to throw the stick at him because he freaks out, and it allows us to spare him instantly. So, that's quick. A bit more. Yeah, use the glove to kill one enemy. It's true. As you've noticed, we've kind of done a pacifist ruse. We've both mostly been running from stuff, so that will change later on. Although, exciting time, boys. We're coming up fairly soon on the first trick in the run, which is called Ice Puzzle Skip, which, if I do right, looks pretty cool. This is really early for the lesser dog fight. Hope it doesn't give me an extra encounter randomly. Alright, so these guys are also dogs, so we will also throw the stick at them and then be able to spare them. Only touch them once and it opens up the next area. However, some of them we skip. Like this one. Alright, so here it's actually quicker if you tell him you have no idea what's going on and what he's saying. So it's just good menuing, basically. And he just leaves the instructions and we can walk across, as opposed to it going through the whole cutscene of all of the tiles changing colors and stuff like that. Alright, so now we get to try Ice Puzzle Skip. It's kind of rough to explain, so I'll explain it once it's done. So that's Ice Puzzle Skip. I'm using Linux Nerf. So basically, we get on such a pixel that we can activate the switch there after pressing all of the X's and whatnot. That we can continue moving after we press the switch, so we can go over the invisible bridge. We have yet another dog to throw a stick at. Hopefully, yep. He gave us dog skip, which basically you can skip the animation of his attack if you hold down and get hit by the attack. Which we got. Alright, we're almost done with the walking part of Snowden. And then we get to fight Papyrus, as it were. Hercules has the Doge. Let me see your Doges, chat. Let me see your Doges. Kaizen, literally Hubert. Yes. I want Doges for days. Alright. So, coming up is the Papyrus fight, which, as some of you who have played the game may remember, hey guys, the world record holders in chat. So everybody say hello to TGH Plays. He was supposed to be here for commentary, but he has to make it to work, unfortunately. So basically, it's actually faster to lose to Papyrus 3 times instead of just doing the fight normally. So the first time we throw the stick because it's faster with his animation. We just throw the stick at him 3 times. or not animation, but text. Yo, hit something. Thank you. But yeah, shout out to TGH Plays, who's the world record holder in literally, and I'm not exaggerating in this, literally every major category in this game. He is a god at this game. We're not sure why. He just is. He's also a very good IRL friend of mine who taught me just about everything I know about Undertale. So honestly, this wouldn't be happening if it weren't for him. So everybody thank him. Also, if you guys are interested in watching more of these speedruns at any point in time, or any other cool speedruns, make sure you go follow him as well. Alright, so now we've ran from him 2 times, we're going to run from him 1 more time, and then we'll be able to literally just skip his fight. Any donations or anything, Joe, while we've been here? Anything exciting? I think Joe is dead again. I feel so bad for her computer.
Can you hear me? No.
Hey, there you are.
Okay.
Any donations or anything? Anything to get hyped about?
Yes, we have a donation from Drumboardist who says, Hank says hello. He donated $5.
Hey, what up? Thanks, Drumboardist. Thank you very much, guys. Alright, so now we're just gonna tell him we don't want to fight him, and we're gonna move on to Waterfall, which is where things start getting interesting. So, if you guys have been bored so far, things are about to change by quite a large measure, and I think Joe can attest to that as well. She knows what's coming up. So, we have to slog through a little bit more of Waterfall, and then we're going to get an item that is basically going to allow us to break the game. I will wait to explain that until we get there. I want to surprise you guys who haven't seen it before. So basically it's just more of the same, making sure you're moving correctly and going to where you need to go. So now we meet Undyne, who is supposed to be this monstrous soldier who's looking for you. She also apparently turns invisible, which is a thing that never comes up again. And we meet Monster Kid, the most annoying little thing, who's also very, very good at running. Alright, more optimization here, where you just want to do these in the quickest way possible, and basically in the least amount of steps. Make a bridge. Luckily, we can still flee from everything. Come on. I'm gonna try going for Undyne, but it's unlikely. Well, luckily it's safe, but still. I'm also very glad you guys can't see me, my face cam right now, because I have made major bedhead. So now we're just avoiding spears. Nothing too exciting. Oh, we almost got hit by the one there. Other than that, that was a really good spears. Cream, because it has a smile on it. And when you purchase the ice cream as a sort of loyalty program, he allows you to also gain a card or an item called the punch card. Now, the punch card is one of the few items in the game that after you use it, it creates something that stays on the screen the frame after that, the frame after you use it. This is going to become won't trigger anything until you let go of the menu. The cool thing about the punch card is when you use the punch card, it gets rid of the menu, but it also so if you were hoping to see some of the fights later on, I apologize. Talk to Onion Sans. That's fine though. Luckily, it saves it. That skip only saves us like 5 seconds, so there, skip's way more important down the road. You see that, Joe? I hype it up and then I miss it.
I didn't even know you could do that. You probably could have gotten it.
I went to the trigger, is all. Alright, we're gonna try it again here. So now we can move with the text box on the screen. Just by using the punch card on the right frame. Little speed tech here. If you hold up, down, and right in that section, you go faster for some reason. Alright. We're going to try to skip the animation that you can also manipulate these spears by holding certain directions when they're I don't go for overflow on Monster Kid. I've never found so now we're coming up on a fight called the Mad Dummy, which is the first half you can make it a little bit faster because the more you hit him, the faster it goes. But the second half's basically an auto-scroller, so with some good movement in the beginning, we can
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna save here, or at least heal up. I will be saving at the next save point, though. Just as a safety, because one dying is horrible. Alright, so this dummy is very angry for things that we don't care about. So basically, during this first section, you want to hit him with as many of these cotton balls as you can. Oh boy, this is awkward. Ah. Alright, we're gonna be one cycle later than optimal, which is okay. So now the rest of this is just basically an auto-scroller. Just as long as you don't die, you're fine. Can't make it any faster, unfortunately. If you guys need to pause the run or anything, Joe, just let me know, because I see you guys are talking about something. Make sure Project Base gets in. I have no idea what's going on in chat right now. I'm sure everybody remembers Napstablook from our mishap from earlier. Everybody say hi, because this is the last time you'll see him. And he's just as depressed as before. Alright, and we're going to save here, just as a safety. I won't do what I normally do in the runs. Because, as you guys know, there's a Temmie coming up, and Temmies like to say certain things. Ain't that right, Joe?
That's true.
Normally I scream it at the top of my lungs whenever it shows up, but I'll be nice. And coming up, you're going to get to see our first instance of the other thing that we use a wrong warp for. Or rather, a punch card for, which is called a wrong warp. So I won't lie to you and say I'm entirely sure how this works. But, if you happen to use the punch card and move So this is going to be the first instance of wrong warping. We want to set ourselves up on a certain pixel up here. And we're actually going to do a bunch in a row. And then that happens. You just teleport. And then we're doing some more skips here. Alright, now comes one of the hardest tricks in the run. Remember, Undyne actually has 3 sections normally when you're playing this casually. We're going to do it in one. Can you please? Because the attacks will move faster when you challenge her. And you can do that a maximum of 4 times. Hey, Rambu. Rambu has been here. Well, I've been, running a game. And then we hold right here. We interrupt her with a phone call. And it's gonna be rough for talking because there's a million things going on at all times. Like, we just did 2 wrong warps, we're about to skip something else. It gets intense. I'm way early, but that's fine. I'd rather be safe about it. Because a Metaton quiz is awful. So we skip that. And then Hotlands is where things get really interesting. You thought the last section was good. Oh, by the way, we got the Tough Glove earlier. Just a heads up so we can kill this Vulcan. Because it levels us up to level 4. Which makes the Asgore fight faster later. And since we're in the neutral ending, we don't care that we killed it. Get this pan because it makes the Asgore fight much faster. Asgore is going to be one of the last bosses, by the way. We do yet another one of these wonderful... Hello. Wonderful out-of-bounds tricks to skip a phone call. There's no hacks. It's all pure unadulterated RNG. No skill involved. You don't want to get hit by those lasers because it's slow, obviously. Now this is, door, or just not work. That's fine. Joe, help. I can't vent skip.
You can do it!
There we go. We can skip a little bit here. Alright, now we're going to do something called punch card overflow. Which is where you basically put 2 text boxes together at the same time, get rid of one of them, and you're able to use the second text box to get past another trigger. Now at this point, because we did that, we lose our menu. we lose our menu, so we have to go back and go to a point where it would regain our menu because we want to be able to use the punch card. Like right now, I'm pressing the menu button and it's doing nothing. Because technically the game still thinks we're in Mettaton Cooking Show. But once we go here, we get our menu back, we can start wrong warping again. And we can also use the punch card to to skip elevator cutscenes. As you can see, this run gets crazy once we get the punch card. If you're using a Game Shark Game Genie, then you're fine speedrunning. If you go straight from a console, then it's not a legit speedrun. True. TGH is back, yes. Alright, we're gonna save here. Just safety. We're gonna do another wrong warp out of this room. Please. And skip Royal Guards. To do that legitimately blind. That's why I was counting steps. Because it's completely dark. But then new skip is all set. Alright. So we lose our menu again. So we get to go back and regain it. Because every time you interact with a Mettaton cutscene, you lose your menu. So Joe, how's your brain doing over there watching this?
It's I'm amazed, dude. Amazed.
You wouldn't think Undertale would be that broken. Alright, so now we get to skip some more stuff. Normally there's some puzzles here that you're supposed to be doing. Instead, we're going to skip all that noise. Using, again, the punch card. Go out of bounds. And just walk straight to the door. I don't really need to save here. Yes, I do. So we're going to skip two bosses here. We've got Muffet. Little Miss Muffet. It's the first one. If you happen to have a text box over the screen, she won't trigger. Oh my lord, excuse me guys. Whew. Blame the Cheerios I had for breakfast. My lord. Alright, and then we've got Mettaton Musical that we're going to skip. Hopefully. Cool. Alright. Now, we don't have our menu again, but in order to open the elevator, to go get it back, we have to run up here and trigger one of the core triggers. We're actually triggering something, guys. Hashtag triggered. Fighting Muffet in 2016. It's true. We don't do it, and we laugh at those who do. Real talk, though. We need to make a petition for some sort of Muffet percent, because Muffet's the best fight in the game. For those who played it casually, I think you'll agree with me. Metal Tom. Alright, and we get our menu back one last time. We don't have to come here again. Please. Toby Fox is triggered. Alright, So in core, we're just gonna do a bunch of trigger skips to skip some fights, like magic and stuff like that. We're also gonna do what's called the laser skip. You'll see. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Also, core is the best music in the game. Anybody who disagrees is wrong. So yeah. Hello at TGH, thanks for the follow. There, you should be able to. Sorry. Joe, is there any bot that's gonna purge people for out spam?
No,
okay.
not at all.
There you go. Yep, you guys are gonna be able to out spam. I actually made sure with them. So I did overflow on the switch here, in order to kind of get over here and not have to wait so long. Overflow allows me to move and still, I should save here because Metal Tom skip. Alright, so we're gonna do the last huge skip in the game, which is Metal Tom. Sorry, Metal. Alright, cool. You see how excited the chat is for house spam? Alright, so now we're going into New Home. Which is an exciting part of the run. Actually, real talk, this is going to be the most boring part of the run because we have to do or watch Monster Tale, but we can skip 2 of the Monster Tale things, which is nice. So the first one we're going to skip is something we call the Magalore skip. Shout out to Magalore. Before the fight actually happens. Which we did. Cool. So you skip one of the Monster Tale, one of the... This is an interesting story segment. You don't mind if I fall asleep during this, do you?
I mean, if you want to, we'll be okay.
Alright, now we can also skip. We can skip one of the, gosh, please. One of the, Monster Tales by wrong warping there. Yo, 50k hype. Guys, real talk, let's not be rude to the people streaming. They're doing the best they can. If you're not enjoying it, then yeah. I mean, I don't know why you're here whining about it. Monster Tale. What is your favorite monster in this game?
Sorry, I muted my mic.
No big deal. What is your favorite monster in this game while we're in Monster Tale?
I really like the Froggets.
Froggets, okay.
Did kind of stuck with me.
Nice. I am partial to... Chara is my favorite monster. Shade, please. Spoilers. Oh, okay, Temmie. Yeah, I guess Temmie kind of beats out. It's true. Oh, also I lied about that being the last. Alright. So we're gonna skip Sans here with another punch card. Just on the particular pixel that would normally happen. There we go. And then we're gonna do something that was found by one of our runners named... Alright guys, we're getting towards the end of the run. We've got 2 more fights to go. I say the end of the run like I don't have like 20 minutes left of the run, but... first we're going to be fighting Asgore, which is the hardest fight in the game. It's also probably the biggest time save for just about any new runner of this game. The idea is you want to get 4 frame-perfect inputs in a row every attack that he does in order to do maximum damage. I will warn you ahead of time, I'm not very good at this fight. But we're going to try to do it as fast as we can. Luckily, I'm not very likely to die either. I'm still decent at the fight, just not great. Hey, so... Alright, so we're at 2 quads now. Ow. We've got a ways to go before ow spam, guys. Relax. Oh, that was awful. Alright. Also, my game's lagging a little bit, and I'm not sure why. It's not a huge deal, though. Yeah, those of you who don't get globaled right now, I'm very disappointed in you. Well, not right now, but during ow spam. I'm hitting too early. That's fine. Yes, Tasgore incoming. So yeah, not much to talk about here. Any donations or anything, Joe?
No, I haven't seen any donations.
Alright. You guys should donate, because these guys are awesome. We're having issues right now, but I assure you, it's well worth the donation to help them with their spring marathon. And the spring marathon is for what? The Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, right?
Yes,
My god, I
correct.
can't English. But yeah, you guys should definitely help them out if you can. Now, normally you want to finish this fight before the music loops. I did not manage that, but that's okay. I can deal with that. There we go. Alright, so that's Asgore. Match through his text and then say fight. Because that's fast enough. Alright. And then we're going to be going into Flowey soon. So what are we at for time right now, Joe?
We're at 56:27.
Alright, so... Alright. Is that minus the 5?
No,
5 minutes?
minus the 5 would be 51.
Okay. Alright, it's actually more minus 6. So we're around 50. Okay. Alright, guys. Everybody say hi to Flowey. Joe, I expect you to outspam too, by the way.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. So, not much is going to happen here. And honestly, what really sucks about this run, in my opinion, is that all the interesting stuff happens, and then you get an auto-scroller. Because Flowey is an auto-scroller. You can save all of like 2 seconds, which is unfortunate. But it's a really interesting fight to watch, even though us speedrunners know a secret about this fight. Is the game broken? Did the game die? Alright, so don't owl spam until I tell you. Or when I tell Joe and she starts owl spamming. One of the two, because delay. Everybody say hi to Photoshop Flowey. So yeah, other than the mishap in the beginning with Napstablook, this is actually pretty sweet. Not a bad run at all. Alright, so those of you might think that this fight is hard, you'd be wrong. It's actually very hard to die on this fight, unless you're really trying to. That being said, I'm part of the exclusive club who was on PB Pace and died to Flowey. So I really can't talk much. But, yeah. It is very, very hard to die to Flowey. No, not yet, Hurt Hubert. I'm always too far over there. That's fine. Heal me. Boy spams too early at his second roto. I am sorry you died to Flowey. This is a Flowey, yes. Yeah, I'm sitting here very quiet, like I'm concentrating or anything. There's just not much to talk about. Fly was easy. Also, a little tidbit, you can never die during the soul phases. So feel free to get damaged as much as you can. This music track is very good. You were not wrong in that. I'm legitimately just trying to get hit by fingers now, for some reason. Alright, on to the fourth soul phase. Drum and bass is hype. Alright, Joe, left or right? Joe? Alright, do right then.
Hi. Sorry.
It's okay. Right was correct.
Fiance wanted me.
Oh, no big deal. Hello, fiance.
Kaizen says hello. He says hi.
The amount of inside jokes going on in your chat that your chat has no idea what's happening. It's beautiful. Back buttons. Alright, just one more to go after this. And then you guys can destroy their chat. Obviously cheating in a speedrun using save states. It's true. It's very true. Now here we just go over to the corner to make it so it's more likely that it, Teach has to leave for ow spam? What a dick. And start it now. Ow. Spam as much as you can, everybody. We gotta keep ourselves busy during this part somehow. This particular section of the music is probably my favorite in the game. There's Hubert. You should see me when I'm spamming in the world record holders chat. It's an adventure. very happy to see your chat explode.
I know, it's so nice. Good job, guys.
Well, while we're finishing up the speed run, I'll make a couple plugs here. Again, my name is KaizenMa. I really, really appreciate you all stopping by for the run. I'm doing this for Speedrunning Expo. They do the marathon. If you can donate what you can, help them out. I assure you, it's definitely worth it. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, please feel free to go to twitch.tv/KaizenMa and follow me there. I do speedruns at least one day a week. Normally, I am streaming full-time, just casual gameplay, but feel free to jump on over there if you would like. I want to say thank you to the gracious host and just shout out to everybody who made this happen. We've just got a little bit left to go before time, so you can probably get ready on time. Got about 30 seconds or so. Yeah, you're late, Vesper. It was definitely there was no way it was 101. Your timer must have been slowed down because of the CPU. Because 101 is my PB. So
Oh my god.
101 minus 6 minutes would be world record, and there was no chance that was world record.
We have some donations that came through during the run too, if you don't mind.
Awesome. No, absolutely. Feel free.
I'm gonna botch names, guys, because I'm awful. I'm an awful person. So we have a donation from Xander TJ. I don't know how to pronounce
Xander
your name.
TJE.
Okay, thank you. Our Lord and Savior disapproved and has smite this run. His ketchup-stained grin predicts downfall for your near future. All of your runs are now cursed. Look at the stars. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So it's like a 101.27, which is actually really close to my PB, surprisingly. So there's that. You had some more?
That was a $5 donation.
Hype.
By the way, Nerf Master 119 also donated $5. So I could read the whole thing. Best of luck on the run. Hope this helps. Ichi hype, Ichi.
Thank you guys to everybody who was a part of UTSC that came and made this as hype as it could be. You guys are awesome. With that, I think we're going on to Super Metroid. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're going to be switching hosts real fast. Peanuts over hosting since I've been having some